Hi everyone, this is Gregory Jenkins here, and it's been a little bit since we've had a chance to talk or chat. My apologies that I have not kept up as much as I would have liked with these videos. I'm calling this behind the scenes video today reflections because I want to talk about how far we've come, what's happened, and for those of you out there who might be thinking about doing the same thing, I'll just share with you um, some of the things that have happened along the way to us making our web series. It's been an amazing process. It's been an amazing journey. Very fortunate to have met some incredible people who have been very supportive and very kind. And I thank them all for their support and encouraging words. I would say to anyone, thinking about embarking on this process, there are very talented people out there for you to work with. My advice to you is be genuine, be honest, um, be straightforward with people about what you can and can't do. If you start from that basis, you will find that amazingly, there will be people willing to work with you under whatever circumstance that you're dealing with at the time. You don't have to be a large production company to put forward a quality production, and it doesn't mean that at the very start and the very beginning, everything's going to be perfect. It's not. You should expect problems, but what you shouldn't do is when problems arise, assume that that means that you're not capable. It just means that problems arise. So deal with them, and you keep going, and you learn from them. Doesn't matter if there are problems, but what you don't want to do is be in a situation where you didn't learn from the problems that you experienced. You always want to try to learn from them. The other, some other nuggets, nuggets of wisdom that I could drop out there: sound. Pay attention to the sound. If you look at our first three prequels, I would probably say the sound, for me, is probably the most disappointing, and we're going to work on that. Episode 4, which is about to come out, we still have some sound issues, but by episode 5, I promise you that'll be fixed. And going forward, we're going to have good quality sound. If you don't have quality sound, people might forgive, if the video isn't as top notch as you might want it to be. But if they can't hear what's going on, that's a major problem. So we're going to fix it. We think the sound is okay, but it's not as good as it could be. There's definitely points where there's dips in the sound. We're using the best equipment to capture the sound, and I'm going to work on that and try to do that. Also, continue to work on your craft. Continue spend as much time on the story as possible. It doesn't special effects and high tech cameras and equipment don't replace a good story. It starts with the story, and that's part of my problem with not being able to do more of these types of videos. Is I've been spending more time in trying to plan out the roadmap for the story as to what's going to happen with these characters. So this is what it's been like. I started with nothing, literally nothing. When I, decided to start this journey, I wasn't working at the time, so I had absolutely no money. I had to do everything with whatever I already had, and I had to convince people to come on board. And that's going to continue to be one of the limitations that I have. I'm only going to be able to go forward, during the time that I'm working, because I'm financing this myself. I'm not sitting around waiting for someone to pay for it, someone to pick it up. I want to do it. I want to go out there. And I have to tell you, if this is something that you have an interest in, for me at least, I'm glad that I'm doing this process. I'm glad that I'm out there trying to make this art, because for me, is what keeps me grounded. It's what keeps me wanting to move forward and go on with life and go on with, um, keeps me interested, keeps me feeling alive. That's me, that's my passion. Whatever your passion is, I definitely encourage you to try to find it. We only have this one life, and you want to make the most of it, whatever measure of life you're going to get. You want to make the most of it. At least that's my philosophy. So, if you are thinking about going down this endeavor, there are some things that you have to be a good planner. I think you have to really plan out what it is that you want to try to do, and then you have to get help. You can't do this by yourself. I was able to get cast. I have a small crew. Our crew is now going to grow because the locations that we're going to be shooting at are going to become more elaborate now. So the setup is going to be more elaborate. Lighting is going to be more elaborate. And we're starting to grow, so it's an exciting time. And that will happen to you too. But the first thing you have to do is get started. Don't give yourself an excuse. Oh, if only I had this piece of equipment. Oh, then only have. Whatever you have, that's what you start with. If you have a good story, go tell it. It's that simple. If you have a good story, go tell it. The other things will come. Just be patient, keep working at it. Give it time. It's not going to all pop out all at once, but keep working on it, and things will happen. So we're going to see, and I wanted to kind of make this now. I'm not making this video in hindsight after the show becomes successful. I'm making it while we're trying. So who knows what's going to happen? The show may go nowhere. The show may become popular. Don't know. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to be in this process and working with the people that I'm working with. And the show is going to continue to grow. So I hope that you'll continue to watch. And if you happen to be a filmmaker yourself, get out there. There's no better time, in my opinion, to be a filmmaker, to be a content maker than right now. So what are you waiting for? Get out there. Hope to see you around. This was the first in the series of I'm going to call Reflections. And as the show progresses a little more, we'll talk a little bit more about our experiences and some ups and downs that we experience, so that if you decide that you want to do this as well, you at least know, it's not unusual what you're going through. All right, thanks for watching, and take care.